Ooh, hovering over a lot of very interesting heroes, but I do believe...
All the choices.
All the choices, yeah. I think the Lapu makes a lot of sense, but if they really want to try to lock that Joy down, the Jawhead's alright. I mean, we haven't seen it so far. Technically, your Unstoppable Force does follow through on every single dash, right? It can really follow you in, but they will decide to go for the safer option. You know, Jawhead in the XP lane may be a bit too aggressive, especially considering that they don't know who that Jawhead's going to be laning up against. So they go for the safer pick right now, and Indonesia can respond with an XP laner like, well, you know, it's Psychots. Paquito, Benedetta. These are the two heroes he's known for back in the MDL.
I think Paquito was the option that the Philippines opted for eventually in the hands of Papadap. Dap pouting that
securing the top 2 position. Will it be Indonesia or will it be Cambodia as we jump into the land of Dawn for game number 1?
Getting straight into it, and already you see a lot of emphasis in the mid lane. Wave pressure is also a big factor, especially if you want to be active in the early game. You want to get those pickoffs. It all starts with the lane. If you can push earlier, you can rotate faster, and
here, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to...
So that's a lot more damage to think about.
Here early on, you can already see as well that Brands is having a bit of trouble here, even though he is actually utilizing that turret really well to get the favorable trade up against the 1-1. This matchup, though, I do want to talk a little bit about it. The turtle has spawned in Arashi, who has the lead here, who has the advantage.
I think it's quite balanced, but Cambodia, they have a lot more tools to begin fights, so I think the Indonesians need to be very, very careful, and now it begins.
Luminant Blast comes in, and that's going to be T taken down. The Petrify as well with the final blow as the backline will be targeted by Boom. Hijime with the flicker to get out to safety, but that's the retribution by Taz as he goes absolutely massive, dealing a whole lot of damage, picking up a kill as well. Boom melted down, forced to flicker out, and Indonesia comes back, secures the turn.
Have that macro knowledge, and I think with that makes the team fights just that much trickier, depending on what mutual objective is on the map.
Good read by Brands here, as we mentioned. Strong side towards that gold lane for Cambodia. Taz again with the Rhythm of Joy just being such a nuisance. Lutu still able to get out on the Martis anti-CC, but it is just going to be Indonesia who takes the turtle for free, as Cambodia has opted to actually play around that gold lane. Opie finding a solo kill up against Brands. And T and Deja are waiting patiently for Taz to step in. He jumps in, gets caught in Divine Judgment, and that's the burst. We mentioned Arashi, the Petrify as well, but Taz is still able to survive. Jumps in with the Rhythm of Joy once, twice, 3 times, and that's the 4th with the electrifying beats, dealing as much damage as possible. Deja gets taken out by Dreams. So much shielding for the Joy, Arashi.
Taz and the Joy. Yes, there's a lot of shielding here, but even before that, in the initial CC lock, he was able to survive from that without a vengeance. So that is very interesting. I really thought that it was over for him right there, but he was able to survive with a sliver of HP, and that is all you need on this hero. You need to seal the deal before there's any counterplay.
By T to help his gold laner OP get out. Dreams, though, going to be brought back for Divine Judgment. That's the shield coming up, and that's going to be OP who's looking for all the shield. That's the crossbow tang popped up. It's going to be Dreams who gets taken down, but it's going to be traded back in as OP will fall to the hands of Brands. That's again Taz doing so much damage with the electrifying beats. Popping that sick beat, my man.
On the sick beat, but losing the mid turret in the process. That is a very good rotation from Lutu, but you can see that they're
rotating with a similar pattern towards that top side. Lutu trying his best to just open up the map, and both teams will not decide to go in just yet.
Oh, they go in for the gold buff though, but it seems to be just a small trade going on, unless Dreams goes into the bush.
Uh-oh, that's going to be Dreams. A lot of resources placed onto him. He soaks in every single damage from the crossbow tang, and that's going to be Taz caught very low. Still able to dash in with the Rhythm of Joy. That's Brands actually locking Lutu in place with his go away. Lutu finding the kill, but will fall as well to the hands of Taz, who picks up a double. Psychots now onto T, who has the Divine Judgment, will be able to pull him back into the turret. Now Boom with the Bravest Fighter is able to dish out some damage, but Psychots gets out with relative ease on that Benedetta.
Cambodia is getting
3,000 gold behind of Indonesia. This will definitely impact their next few fights if they do decide to commit and fight, contest instead of trading. Boom has already started his rotation down to that top side. Deja going to be able to catch Psychots with the Petrify. Suppression as well with Divine Judgment. Taz wreaking havoc with the Rhythm of Joy. That's the Lunan Blast placed in as well. Popped in. T going to be caught, but it's only the Roamer taken down for the XP lane. Lutu and Boom still relatively untouched. He gets the stun onto 2 members, but the real world manipulation is still there. Taz again jumping, weaving everywhere. Has the electrifying beats, but will not choose to use it just yet. They'll choose to go for the Lord now. 1 for 1, it still stands, but it's still Indonesia with more control.
Indonesia has more control, and they are trying to use it to bait in more kills. Lutu goes in 1v3, but he will be forced to back away, and Indonesia is not risking any 50-50 in this Retribution battle. They're waiting for the right moment, and they have a structure taken on the other side of the map just for good measure. Now, with Hijumi having a glowing wand, the poke damage is going to get very, very much worse for the side of Cambodia, and that will pressure them into making these reckless engages, and perhaps that will allow Indonesia to punish it even more. As you can see, Cambodia very intent on getting this Lord.
Top lane, tier 1 going to be target T, looking for that Divine Judgment, but a perfectly placed go away is there. Taz, again with the Rhythm of Joy, soaking in so much damage, but will be caught in the Petrify. That's a shutdown over to Opie, who's going massive now. Has the crossbow tang, just one more weakness point onto Dreams. But OP gets poked back. Falling back now, Dreams is looking for it. Psychots with a Petrify onto 2 and the final blow finds OP. It's absolutely amazing for Psychots with the crossbow tank given over to OP, who's still able to convert it onto Dreams. 2 members falling once again. Cambodia have risen again. It's a 3 for 1.
The 3 for 1, an absolute disaster for Indonesia. Taz got shut down by none other than OP, and that's a huge gold swing as the Indonesians go in for another fight.
Brands trying to do what he can here. He's going for the steal, but will not be able to find it. The go away and the Wind of Nature popped in, but it's going to be petrified. And you can't Wind of Nature. The damage from that Kadita magic penetrating through, and Brands taken off the board.
That's a 2v5 essentially for the Indonesians. Very, very reckless. And it seems like they're losing control in this game right now. They certainly are not expecting the difficulty for Taz to actually take control of that game. We questioned if Cambodia has a solution, has something in the pocket. That is what they're showing right now. With the Lord pushing in, Cambodia goes for the jungle control as well, and the Indonesians are struggling to keep up.
Taz, he needs to be a bit more disciplined with that Rhythm of Joy. Last time he jumped in and got caught in the Divine Judgment. That led to Cambodia getting a good fight. Concealed play. T flickering forward, not getting anyone, but that's going to be the Joy. Targeted down. Taz out instantly now as Lutu is able to disengage. A good stun from Boom to once again help the rest of the members to back off. It's another 1 for 0, Rashi. And Cambodia, it feels like they're one step ahead.
It seems like now that Joy Pick is actually wanting to be used, but now Psychots is being targeted.
Uh-oh, Psychots going to be caught. Doesn't get the eye for an eye, but he gets the Petrify. Now the final blow as well. Caught. No crossbow tang used just yet. Indonesia decided to look for a trade here on the Lord. Look for the Retribution. Taz gets it, but he's going to be caught in there. Brands with a brilliant disengage. Crossbow tang still ready. OP pops it in. Winner truncheon by Taz now. Caught in the midst of it all. Jumps in, back and forth. Once again, Taz gets out. It's a good trade. Psychots traded in for the Lord for Indonesia to stay in this game.
Wow, that mobility, man, is just so tough to deal with. Cambodia, with 4 members, were unable to get that pick up onto Taz, and now Hijumi has built a winter truncheon as well, so the dive is just less effective.
Uh-oh, Dreams caught Taz doing so much damage. Taz is absolutely a monster here. He's still able to survive, buying so much time, and it's a 1 for 0. 1 for 1 here. Everybody's low. 2 for 1. That's a kill taken.
Mean that the bulk of the damage will need to come from Brands and Psychots. We'll have to see, can that win condition be completed, achieved by the Indonesians?
Well, they're already popping that Concealed. Dreams looking for the plays, opens up the map. T there, doesn't choose to go for the Divine Judgment just yet. Deja gets out with the Odyssey. Ludu still soaking in a lot. OP, Psychots trying his best to look for it. Psychots tries to cut the wave there, but it's not going to be able to happen. T gets a Divine Judgment, but Psychots once again is going to be able to jump in. Wind of Nature popped in by OP, who's going to be massive here. Has a lot of room to play with. Boom jumps in. Brands gets stunned, but has the Wind of Nature. OP still in the back line, still hitting. Has it, having the crossbow tang. Will try his best to look for all the weakness points, but it's going to be reset once again as Taz finds the shutdown onto Lutu. Cambodia on the back foot. 2 members alive. For Indonesia, it's just Psychots who gets taken down. OP once again trying to make the miracle play happen as he looks for the crossbow tang. He finds it. Dreams gonna be taken down. Taz as well, but a winner truncheon is there for Taz. Didn't know last, but OP is still kiting, still saving Cambodia from getting the amazing defense.
Boom, now chasing for a kill. Real manipulation is being popped, but the OP will be there to zone them all away. And this is the stop.
V4, and OP continues to surprise us from last 2021 MSC to now. They're able to find the Lord because of that play, that defense that went so well for them. They punished risk waiting for that 18-minute mark for the Evolved Lord to spawn. It's them now trying their best to micromanage the waves. Taz, very risky play again, walking in front of that Kaja. T has been absolutely solid with his Divine Judgments. Both teams are opting to play it still very slow, building those waves up for Cambodia to crash and siege.
Not to mention, T has the flicker, so beware of that flicker Divine Judgment combo. But here we go, Cambodia sieging away, and look at T.
T looking for it now, gonna get stunned up. Not able to find a Divine Judgment. That's the Petrify onto one member. Deja is the only one caught there. The real world inflation instantly cancelled out, and Indonesia opts to clear out the Enhanced Lord first. Bottom lane gonna be targeted here. That's gonna be an amazing winner structured by Hijime to escape from the Divine Judgment threat. Lumina Blast now onto one member. It was dodged away by Lutu and Boom, who's now caught in the base. Immortality still available. 1 for 0 right now for Cambodia. Boom, getting out. Taz jumping in, looking for some damage. Not able to connect on the second Rhythm of Joy, and Cambodia will try their best to look for another push.
Hijime has the Holy Crystal, so that's a lot of damage. He is the main wave tier 2 right now, but Psychos goes in.
Final blow used up. Deja gonna be caught there, but still is able to run away with the oddity. Psychos gonna be taken down. The crossbow tang, massive. OP is absolutely overpowered. The real world manipulation and desperation. Boom, gonna be caught. Immortality's popped in. Lutu looks for the base, and Cambodia gets the first game in the series. Another massive victory for Cambodia.
We said Joy was OP. We said the team that has Joy will win the game for sure. Cambodia